I overdosed on heroin. And for about 8 minutes, I had no heartbeat and no pulse.
Well, life can knock you down and leave you with one choice: to get back up. Utah's Court McGee faced this challenge coming back from death's door to become a UFC mixed martial arts champion.
But he had to admit another fight: drugs. His addiction to pills and heroin, taking everything he had, then eventually even killed him. First responders bringing him back, then court started to fight back. The mixed martial arts champ sitting down with ABC4's Brian Carlson to talk about what it was like to go to hell and back.
September 9th, 2005, I overdosed on heroin. When I shot up, it was either a little too much or a little too pure, and I just, and then I went out. And for about 8 minutes, I had no heartbeat and no pulse.
Fighter Court McGee once wanted to be known as the baddest man on the planet. His path for fame took him down a dark hole few have ever come back from.
You're Utah's only UFC fighter.
Yes, currently.
Yeah. How do you become the state's only fighter fighting in the UFC?
Not willing to ever give up on my dream.
When did your addiction start?
Sneaking into my dad's beer, slowly got to where I would run out of my prescription. So I started spending whatever money I had on prescription pills. And then the prescription pills started getting too expensive.
It's amazing that it became the center of your world.
Yeah, it was that first. And it was, as long as I have a little bit of Adderall or a little bit of something to boost me, because coffee quit working, I could get up and go. I couldn't make enough money to buy enough Oxycontin or enough pain pills. I had the same kid at a friend's suggestion. He was like, well, I've got some heroin, some black tar heroin. And he's like, dude, it costs $10 for this much, and it's the same as having 4 or 5 Oxycontin 80s. So I was like, I'll try it. And so I sat down, he like wrapped up my arm, mixed me up a little shot, and I remember like it was yesterday. I remember what vein he went in, and I was like, let's do it. And he's like, are you sure? And I was like, yeah, let's do it. And he shot me up that first time, and as soon as I took the tourniquet off, like it hit me. All of a sudden that took care of all my problems, and I thought, as long as I have heroin, I'll be okay. That led from one shot to 20 or 30 small shots a day. I was trying to overcome a craving beyond my mental control. I shot up a little too much heroin, or maybe it was a little too pure, and I died. They administered Narcolone and reversed the effects. So when I came to, a day and a half later, I was mad at the world. And I had the charges to go to prison. I had felony drug charges. I had a bunch of other charges.
You had a record at this point.
I had a record at this point. They had a couple of charges in a plea in abeyance. And I focused, and I went to 12-step meetings, and I went to my Friday meetings. I started working. I started giving the state clean UAs. And I went and found an MMA gym, or a jiu-jitsu gym. I started learning jiu-jitsu. There was another gym that had some boxers in it. I got my butt kicked by like this 14-year-old boxer, and I was like, I gotta learn. And so I started learning how to work the mitts, work the bag. All of a sudden was back on track. No matter what, I was going to become an ultimate fighter.
And lands flush on steel. Mode early. Huge takedown for Court.
That's what gives me the motivation to step in the octagon and fight the best guys in the world in the UFC, because I know I have the power to connect with especially youth that's struggling and wants a way out. And I can tell them exactly what I did and the exact feelings I had and why I did the things that I did.
That right straight or this jab.
As he explained to me, it adds all new reason to why he steps in the octagon.
I go out there to carry the message to the person who has absolutely no hope, the person who was on that bed when they came out of their coma, to say, hey, listen, dude, if I can do this, you can do it.
And there you have it. Court McGee's next fight is in the octagon in January. Now he's training and continues his fight against drug abuse through his McGee Foundation. He also teaches MMA in Provo at his Agima Jiu-Jitsu. To learn more about Court McGee's foundation, we've posted the links on our website. Head to abc4.com.